my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live show, Tipsy Tuesday, with a special guest,
Johann.
Woohoo! Hi everybody, welcome to the show. It is Tipsy Tuesday and a special day because Johann is here. Want to say hi to everybody? So somebody's birthday is coming up, isn't it? How many days now? I think it's only 8 days. 8 days. Counting down. But thank you all for being here. Whether you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you subscribe to our page and hit that like button, hit that notification button. We are live here multiple times a week with some fun stuff to tell you about. Oh, we have Nolan sneaking in here, your friend Nolan, right? Hi, Nolan. Nolan is, his grandma works for GE, and so he gets to hang out with Johann sometimes. What have you done today, Johann, with Nolan? What have you guys done?
I don't know.
Did you play hide and seek?
No.
And played tag?
We did hide and tell. Oh, yeah, tag.
Tag, yep. Lots of fun. But thank you all for being here. We got lots of fun to share with you today. So we have a special day today. Today is our own business day. So what that means is to honor.
Also, we're going to do a gingerbread house.
Yeah, we're going to do a gingerbread house tonight. Yes. But Business Day, this shines a bright light on entrepreneurs and business owners worldwide that own small businesses and acknowledges their vital contribution to economies and communities. So, of course, this encourages us to support local businesses, exploring their special offers, engaging, and sharing experiences. So, of course, we fit right in that category. So it offers us a unique opportunity to connect, celebrate, and continue the flourishing of small businesses worldwide. So yay to small businesses, yay to small family businesses. That's us, right? High five. Every day. So if you're new around here, we always have a giveaway at the end of the show. So make sure you stick around, send us some thumbs up and comments throughout the show. And I'm going to ask you a giveaway question at the end, and lucky somebody will win a $25 gift card, which we will announce next week's show. But now we need to announce last week's show winner. And my question that I did ask was, how do you like your coffee? How do you like your coffee?
I don't have a coffee, but...
You don't like coffee, do you? Mm-mm. But do your parents like coffee? Oh, yeah.
And I drink tea.
Yeah, you drink tea. Nice. But our winner from last week is, now you got to do a drum roll. Drum roll. Chris Aspel. Congratulations, Chris. Her favorite coffee is French roast coffee with peppermint mocha creamer. In the summer, I make it over ice because I live in South Texas. Now, that sounds kind of good, actually. Sounds kind of good. So congratulations, Chris. Email us at help@GQuiltDesigns to claim your gift card. And let's do something I forgot at the top of the show. What? Introduce our producer. Say hello to Mr. HP, or AKA. What's his name? AKA Pawpaw. Sitting there all beautiful.
That's my
pretty.
The crowd's going crazy.
You look so professional in your shirt.
I'm a pro.
And I might say that quilt behind you is mighty lovely as well. So before we start talking about the quilts behind us though, let's start off with our tip of the day. Always every Tuesday I do a tip of the day, and every month, second Tuesday of the month, we do our monthly Stripologized block of the month. So it's a free block of the month where we take a traditional block and stripologize it, and I give you all the tips. So take a look. to the Stripologized block of the month, where we take a traditionally pieced quilt block, stripologize it using our Stripology rulers and our Master Your Stripology Rulers book. This is block 10. First off, go ahead and go to our website to download the free pattern or free block layout. This will include your coloring sheet, how you can color your block however you want. And it also includes the breakdown of the units that we can use to make our blocks. It has 3 sizes, the 12, the 9, and the 6-inch, and the units you need, listing the finished sizes of the units. So let's take a look at this block number 10. Now this one, to look at it at first, right away we see we have a classic 9 patch. So it is in 9 basic units that are all the same size. And so first off, right away I see, of course, the large half square triangles here in the corners. Simple, we just have a simple square in the middle. But then we have these units here, and this consists of 2 flying geese, but the coloring is opposite. So on the outer flying geese, we have fabric A being the red, but in the inner one, we have fabric B being the red and a different color here. So it creates this 8-pointed star here in the center. And so what I wanted for mine, I did use 2 different fabrics. So this one is just a tad bit creamier than I used for the outside background. And so you can color it however you want. But let's take a look at how we would break this down. We'll start with the flying geese. Now these, for the 12-inch block, will finish at 2 by 4. And if you're making the smaller blocks, of course, they're going to be smaller geese. So flipping through our block, or through our book, we're going to get to page 19 for those small blocks. Easier to use the Stripology mini ruler for these smaller flying geese. So for my fabric A, which is always the wings of the flying geese, I need a 7-inch square, and then the main body of the flying geese fabric B is going to be a 5.5-inch square to start with. So since I need to make 4, we make 4 at a time with our G-Easy flying geese method, but I need to make 4 that are with fabric, with the red being fabric A, and then 4 with the red being fabric B. Now for my other version, I decided to use this print in this green. So here is my fabric A square, the 7-inch, and then that's going to be paired with the background. So that's going to be my 5.5-inch. For the inner flying geese, I have that same fabric, but as my 5.5-inch square, because that's going to be fabric B. And then for fabric A, which is the star tips, I'm going to use this fun print, so it's going to be quite a bit different to make my 2 flying geese. So then for the rest of it, I have my square in the middle. That is just going to be a 4-inch finish, so I cut it at 4.5. And then for my half square triangles, making 2 at a time means that I only need to cut 2 squares of each fabric, the background, and then the black. And it finishes at 4 inches, so which means we cut our squares at 5 inches, always an inch larger than our finished size. And instructions for the half square triangles are found on page 9 in the Master Your Stripology Rulers book. So as we put the block together, I started by making the geese and making the half square triangles. Then I pieced the 2 units of geese together. I pressed it to one side. I pressed it towards the geese on the inside. So I made all those units, and after that it was easy to sew 3 of these together through the center square between 2 of the flying geese units, and then again mirror image down here, and pressing towards the center in the middle, towards the outside on the outer edges, made everything nest nicely and then I just pressed it away from the middle, and it lies nice and flat this way. This is block number 10. So that is our block number 10. You can download the worksheet on our website. You go to bonus charts and templates. It's going to be found where we have our blog tab, and you just drop down menu, find the bonus charts and templates. It's going to be right there. You have 10 now, 2 more to go this year. So very exciting. And I hope you're enjoying those Stripologized instructions. So we, of course, want to send out our best wishes to our friends and neighbors in Florida. We are, of course, anticipating the next hurricane, Milton. And so we hope everything goes really well for everybody. Everybody stays safe. And I know a lot of folks are evacuating. So we are, of course, in Minnesota, so we are out of harm's way. But prayers for everybody's properties and health. So, all right, keep everybody in their thoughts. Let's talk about Quickies Club. So Quickies Club, finally our first video class goes live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Time or sooner. You will have your video on your account. If you purchase the 12 videos together, which is the whole program, and we're kicking it off with the instructions tomorrow for the Lilo quilt. If you want to do individual classes, the Lilo class is available, and so you already have one video in there with all the prep and the tools and suggestions, all the cutting, and then tomorrow you will have the full video class. So I am looking forward to seeing some Lilos getting started tomorrow and into the next few weeks. So very excited about that.
Got a hat on it.
Huh?
Got a hat on it.
Yeah, got a hat on the quilt. Got to put a hat on the quilt. So last week on our show, I introduced 2 new Tilda collections. So 2 new bundles joined our first set of collections for Tilda. And this collection is called Sanctuary. This is a one-time release collection, but we put it together into 2 separate colorways. So those are both available. They're called Sanctuary. And so we have a Sanctuary Cool colors. And that includes all of the purples and blues and greens. Really beautiful. We mixed in their new basic that she came out with on this line. And so if you want to see me look at those fabrics, that was it on Friday? Yeah, it was on Friday. And then the warm colorway is all of your reds, your golds, your browns, and creams. So really 2 really pretty versions of that quilt, of that fabric. And we also introduced 2 brand new kits, Tilda kits that I am stripologizing from that collection. And I just fell in love with both of them. So Paper Birds is one of the quilts. This is a lap size. This is about 68 by 80 or so, or 78, I believe. So I'm going to be stripologizing this kit. We were going to ship them in November, so we're taking pre-orders now. And then December 1st is when the stripologized instructions and a little bit helpful video will be in your account. We have the second kit is called Make, Do, and Mend. Now, that is a big quilt, but it's so cute with the sewing machine and the notion. So I decided to make it into a smaller wall hanging. It's about 38 inches square. So we'll be making 2 sewing machine blocks and then 2 notions blocks and adding just a floating border on that in this colorway with a sage green background. I really love that. So both of those are available. So what's in the kit is all of your background fabric and additional fabrics that are not in the Sanctuary collections. So if you want to use the Sanctuary fabrics for the quilts, you would have to get the bundle of either colorway or both colorways. She uses both in both quilts, and then we make sure to include in the kit all the additional fabrics you would need. For example, your border, your binding, your background, and then any other fabrics she originally used in the quilt. So, and then of course it includes my Stripologized instructions. I really kind of streamlined the cutting, of course, cutting instructions, and then sometimes changed a little bit about the methods to make it easier and Stripology friendly, of course. So check those two out. I just finished my holly quilt, which was one of our winter bundles that we did, or winter kits that we did for Tilda. So I decided to make, so this quilt was, I believe, it was a lap size, but I decided to make 16 blocks, so 4 by 4. So it's a square, a little bit smaller than the quilt in the pattern, but I really, really love it. So I can't wait to play with the quilting on it. So we were out of stock of the holly quilt, but we just put some more up if you're interested. Of course, the Creating Memories winter collection is used in the icons, and then the kit will come with the background and the binding. So really loved this process and can't wait to do some more. Now the next kits for the next season we will ship here in November, and that is the Spring Hares. Now this is just a pillow, but the Spring Hares quilt and the Potted Flowers quilt that is hanging behind Mr. HP. So 2 new beautiful fun quilts. The Potted Flowers, I stripologized the pot, so make it easier to do those angles at the bottom of the flower pot. So we're excited to have you receive that. The stripologized instructions for those 2 will be in your account, I think January 1st, but we might release it early, who knows, like we did with the holly quilt. All right, Johann, is it almost your turn? Yes. I just want to mention one thing. He has a little segment that he's really excited to present to you. But I wanted to show you one more thing before we do that, and that is our collage bundles, or collage panels by Louis and Irene. So Colleen just filmed a full tutorial on how to do this collage method using the Louis and Irene panels, collage panels. So this is partially made the pansies panel. So she's working on this one. But let's take a look at some of the animal ones. Look at the dog. This is Lola the dog. Look how cool that is, Johann. Look at that colorful dog face. Isn't that pretty?
Look at the giraffe.
This is actually a cow. It's a Daisy the cow is another one that we have in stock. Yeah, now you see it's a cow.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have Hamish, the Highland cow. And Kira actually made this one this weekend. It is adorable. It's really cool. So look out for this tutorial coming soon, very soon. Probably be ready to tell you all about it next week. But we still have those. We have 2 flower panels in stock as well. We have the pansies, and then we have the poppies as well, I believe. So check it all out. All right, so our Cyber 10 sale is in full swing. The last day to shop is tomorrow, and things are running out, and we have a lot of stuff on the sales still available. Some things are going, but one of the things, we have a lot of 1-yards, and so we thought it would be fun to walk Johann into the sale section of our 1-yards, and you picked your favorites, right? You want to show them your favorites? So let's go to the overhead. What is the first fabric that you picked? This one? Oh, now why'd you pick this one?
Because I soccer my favorite.
Oh, your favorite soccer. You play soccer. And what did you ask Amma for your birthday present for soccer?
Gloves.
Goalie gloves, yes. So I'm just going to get you some goalie gloves. All right, what was the next fabric that you picked? Ooh, that's pretty. That is blue with some triangles on it, right? And why'd you pick this one?
Because my favorite shape is triangle.
Oh.
My favorite shape is triangle.
Triangle, yeah, favorite shape is a triangle. And then also Favorite color?
Oh, blue.
Yeah, favorite color is blue. Okay, what's next? Oh, that's fun. What are those, leprechauns?
Yep.
Why'd you pick the leprechauns?
Because,
They're funny?
yeah. That's like a big beard.
You got big beards, yes. Not does your dad have big beard like this? Yep, kind of. Kind of. Not quite this color though. Okay, next one. Ooh, that one's pretty. Alma likes this one. Why'd you pick this one?
Because it got a big J, because that starts my name.
Oh, he's got a big
It
J.
also got a big fist.
Yeah, that's very cool. All right, what's next? Oh, with utensils and cooking stuff. This is Dr. Seuss. Is it because you like cooking? You're a really good cook.
I also like eating.
You like eating a lot, yes.
Barbie.
I think Papa likes eating too.
Barbie.
Oh, and Barbie, you picked Barbie. That's really pretty color. Alma likes this color a lot.
Barbie.
Yeah,
Lots of
good choice. Oh,
chocolate.
and chocolate. We like chocolate, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Lots of chocolate. This is a good choice, Johann. Lots of novelty, of course.
And look.
Oh.
Motorcycles.
Motorcycles. Okay. We see different, techniques about how we pick fabric here.
And also this.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Why do you like this one?
Because it got railway bit.
Yeah. And lots of colors in the background, like a rainbow. This is Ravel. We actually have some Ravel by E-Bond in 1 yard, so check that out on our sale, which is fabulous.
And
Ooh, that's cool. Sailboats?
about
And you like sailboat? Have you been on a This is not just sailboats. Here's a speedboat.
we have a boat,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gone.
It's in storage already, yes. All right, and this one is Cat in the Hat.
In here.
Yeah, and you like the color, all the bright colors, don't you? How many more? One more?
Last one.
The last one.
For these.
Oh, they're little chickies. Baby chickens.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute. Aw,
And
that's
that's
very cute.
all.
That's all. That's Johann's pick. His favorites from the Cyber Tent Sale. Lots of novelty, but I like the mix. Now, would you put all of these in the same quilt? Maybe not, huh? You would? That would be an interesting quilt. I think some of them would work great together. Great job, Johann. Thank you for that. Love that. So we did actually add some additions to the Cyber Tent Sale. 3 bundles joined the party. We just had a few left, so we thought, you know what, let's have them join the tent sale. A couple of them are kind of my favorite, so I know they're going to fly out fast. One being Trek by Boccaccini Meadows. Very cool prints from Figo Fabrics. Very cool colors. Have a little bit of a fall vibe, so I think that would be great. Another one is called In the Pink. Really cool print by Esty McCloud. This is a Free Spirit fabric. Really fun prints. Large scale, so it'll be fun for a large scale blocks. And then look at this one. This one is Illuminations. I think it has polar bears in one of them. Yeah, it has some polar bears in here. Illuminations by Deborah Edwards and Melanie Samra. Beautiful blues and purples. So these 3 are brand new in the Cyber Tent Sale. I know they're not going to probably stay for very long. So check it out, everybody. Last day to shop is tomorrow, and so make sure you don't miss it out. All right. Let's move on to some of our brand new stuff. Oh, Nolan is back. Are you ready to go play a little bit before everybody has to go home? Johann? You want to go take a break? Okay. I'm just going to show everybody some fabric, so I'll see you later. Okay? Busybody's here.
Live TV.
I know. We have 2 new bundles for you today, and the first one is a very cool, very neutral collection called Natural Essence. I'm going to show you the colorway. So really dark, deep. There's a green hue. There's a little bit of a purple hue, and then just really natural colors. So let me start here on the light side. This is a perfectly split bundle, lights and darks. So lovely taupe color, kind of a grayish taupe, and some natural designs on it. So this is 12 different pieces, and it is by Blank Quilting. Some butterflies in those neutral tones. And I love there's a little bit of a shade difference. We have some butterflies and some florals tied here. I love this little grid design in this one. We have this tiny little bird, looks like a finch, I think, sitting. Again, I love the visual effect of this print, kind of directional with these bulbs around it. And then we have a couple of tone-on-tones in those great neutral colors. The small print with the little leaves, and then we have a little bit more spaced out in that same tone. So these are the lights. So we have 6 lights, and then we go into the darks. A very warm, rich, a black, almost charcoal black. I love the hunter green leaves, a little bit of white here, or off-white, not pure white, of course. So this print has that pure black in the background, and then we have a little bit of texture on this one. We have the birds, and you can see that hunter green coming through a little bit. Maybe it's hard to see because they're so dark. Another green print. This is a tone-on-tone leaves. And then we have the bird. Same print as we have here, just on the dark. And it has that green undertone, that hunter green undertone. We have this one that has more of a brownish, reddish brown, almost purple undertone. This is the same print we had here, just in a different colorway. And then finishing up with the tone-on-tone, also with that brown undertone. And that's the 12th piece. So you have a perfect light and dark situation. Great contrast, but really nice neutrals. And you could easily pop that with a color. Let's take a look at my fabric pull. I kind of just pulled similar to this story, but maybe popping up the color a little bit. So we have Woodland and Wildflowers print. This fits it perfectly, has some botanical flowers on there. And then also I picked the Cracked Shadow in the Obsidian. So this one has that greenish hue to it, that little hunter green undertone. So really love that. I pulled another Woodland and Wildflower. This is more of a teal, but look how great it looks in here. It will give a little bit more color. It'll mix in well. And so then I added some hunter green. So the bumbleberries in the deep forest has a little bit more of the green. And also the stash stripe dot in the emerald color. So you can see those greens work really nicely with this. For a little bit in between color on a taupe, the seedling in the pewter is a great middle ground if you wanted to make more of a bridge between them, or it could work as a really nice neutral, either background or focus print. It's going to mix in well. The bundle is going to keep its essence of being fairly neutral, but all the colors are going to stand out on this. So then for some more tones that will blend in with these tones, we have another seedling in the sage. It is a very slight sage, but you can see it mixes in well with these other tones. The grunge in the grease color has that perfect match there. I have a little bit darker here with bumbleberries in the khaki, bringing in a little bit more of that greenish browns. And then for that lightest tone that you can see in the flowers, I pulled the dreams in the cream colorway. So that also has a little bit of a green undertone to it, so it will look really nice with all of those. So this is Nature's Whisper by Carissa Bordelot for Blank Quilting. Really pretty. So nice and neutral and just different. I loved how unique it was. And sometimes when we're doing such neutrals and with a clear contrast, it's usually black and white. So I love these warm tones. to change it up. Our second brand new collection today is one that we've kind of been waiting for. So this is a brand new collection by Riley Blake. It is called A Walk on the Prairie, and the designer is none other than Melissa Gilbert. You might remember a little show called Little House on the Prairie, and so this is her tribute to Little House on the Prairie, A Walk on the Prairie, and there she is, Laura Ingalls. So she played Laura Ingalls on the show. This was a show I did not miss every Sunday at 5 o'clock in Iceland growing up. So it is really beautiful. So what I tried to pick in this is I kept the two colorways, the mauves and the burgundies, and then I really loved this sage greens. So I paired them together using some of the lights and the burgundies, and it's just really gorgeous. Just did a great job, but very reminiscent. Those prints are very reminiscent of the show and her dresses on the show. So I think that's really fun. This deep or a little light dusty rose. We have a little bit deeper going into the more deeper tones in the reds. I love that it has that little bit of the sage green on here. Really great pin dot in this medium scale and a deeper burgundy. And then this perfect stripe mixes the light pinks with the darker burgundies. So going into the sage colorway. So who used to watch this show? I used to watch it. You probably didn't. It was always, there was not much programming in Iceland, so this was something that nobody missed on Sundays. So I just, like I said, that's grayish green undertone, and then we bring in the more sage green with those beautiful pink and burgundy colors. They just work perfectly together. Another, almost a tone on tone, just this black outlines of the wheat and the little leaves. We have the small floral in the green. This is the same print that we have in the pink over here. And then this one is probably one of my favorites. I love this tone on tone, kind of these flowers spread irregularly all over the white on the sage green. And finishing it off with a perfect diagonal gingham. I mean, have to have gingham, but I love the scale of this, a little bit bigger. And of course, I love everything that they actually print on the diagonal. It just makes it so fun to work with and easy. You don't have to be cutting it straight on the grain. So this is Walk on the Prairie, and we had a lot of fun with pulling the fabrics. Starting with a moonscape in the burgundy. This is perfect for that deepest burgundy color. And then I love this one. This is Dry Brush in Wine, and it really bridges between the darks and the lights here. A great hue. We have Dash Flow in the clay. A great color, matches here perfectly. So if you were a part of our Goodies Color Club for the rosy cheeks, those colors would mix in here great as well. For some of the lighter tones, I pulled the Gradation, Timelines, and the Nickel because it has a little bit of that gray, so it's not so stark against it. But if you wanted a nice background, have a little bit of silver gray here. This is Dry Brush in the silver. It just works better with this tone because it is not a pure white, and it has a lot of that gray-green undertone. So then going over on the green side, starting with the lightest green, this is beautiful Deco Stitch Skyline Blue. I know it's called a blue, but it has a lot of green in it, obviously. And then I love this Flights of Fancy in the spruce. So a little bit darker, but it's a perfect tone with everything. I pulled a grayish color here for the deco stitch and reflection. It is gray, but look at this tone, even though it has a little green undertone, it is very gray and it mixes in perfectly. This is where it's a perfect example where different tones of gray can really take on a different feel. And then I included a couple of medium dark grays, so the deco stitch and the granite also has that warm undertone, so it works well with this main print over here. And if you wanted to go even darker or wanted a background, a dark background where everything stands out, I love this color wash texture, charcoal, a little bit darker gray, but it works great in there. So these are Walk on the Prairie, a 12-piece collection by Melissa Gilbert for Riley Blake. Beautiful, beautiful. And this was a pre-order, so if you pre-ordered this, you should be getting this real soon. So very excited to carry her first collection for Riley Blake. And based on this one, I hope she does more. It's very unique. It's very representative of what she was going for. So I really love it. Any questions on our collections or anything I've been talking about today? Now, we get questions on this a lot. So where to find my 1-yard pulls for each of our collections. If you go to our fabric bundle page, so the half-yard bundle page, and you find that bundle, click on the bundle. Right there on the page, you'll find all the 1-yard coordinates, and you can just pop them right in your cart if you wanted to snatch up some of those with it. So that's where you'll find all of our fabric pulls now. So easy peasy. Now, what would you make out of this? I'm sure that's going to be a question for me. I think so many quilts will be really great in this. It does have a split between the greens and grays and the more burgundies, but you could also split it lights and darks, so you can play with that. I would probably pick something that I would just put them all together and make them mix and mingle, and then maybe pull out a really dark version of one of the colors or a dark gray to get a little bit of a focus accent. But I think it'd just be so fun. This would be a gorgeous Lilo. That's our class that's going live tomorrow. Throw in maybe that dark gray as the background, and all those prints will stand out beautifully. Pull that gingham out or the stripe to become the binding. I think it would be awesome. I think this will make a beautiful Wanda quilt as well, using either the gingham or the stripe for some of the sashing pieces. Yeah, endless. It'll be really fun to work with. So we have a lot more going on this week. So this is a 4-show week here at GE Design. So tomorrow we will have 1-Yard Wednesday with Colleen 9:30 in the morning. And of course, that is our last day of our Cyber Tent sale. So she'll have some additions to it in the 1-yard form as well. And then we have our Happy Friday show this coming Friday, October 11th at 12 noon. And then Saturday is a So Great Saturday show with Colleen and the producers. They got some fun up their sleeves that are excited to share with you. That's Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then, of course, I'll be here back next week, October 15th at 4 p.m. Central Time. So there are some more exciting things coming up in this month. We will be in Houston end of the month for Quilt Market, which is the trade show, the wholesale part of the quilting festivals in Houston. And then we are staying for festival as well. That is open to the public. And we'll set up our booth there and have lots of goodies for you. And we really cannot wait to see you there. But let's finish with our giveaway question. Now, this was meant to be asked with Johann by my side. He is now obsessed with wanting to go to Disney World. And with the hurricane approaching, of course, all of the parks in Florida have closed, and everybody's staying safe and out of the way. But I thought I would ask this on Johann's behalf. Have you been to Disney World? And if so, what is your favorite part? So just let us know in the comments, and we'll be excited to read all your comments, me and Johann together, so he can make his list of what he needs to see and I don't think he really understands what it's all about. But
Have you been to Disney World?
I've been to Disney World
What's your
a
favorite?
long time ago. A long, long time ago. Oh, my favorite.
Small World?
No, I actually did love that. Well, I don't love roller coasters, but that Space Mountain was kind of fun, I have to say. It was not too scary, not too crazy.
It's not too crazy.
Now, I took the kids when they were teenagers to Universal, and they made me go on the big, big ones. And after a couple of them, I could barely walk. So, but I did. I really loved the ones that, like the Harry Potter ones, where you kind of you're moving, but you're kind of, it's all just the movie parts. And I really love that. Love those. So those are my favorites.
Okay.
But it's been, I don't know, 20 years since I've been to Magic Kingdom, so I guess it's time. What's your favorite?
I don't remember.
The kids' favorite back then was just seeing all the characters and getting their autographs. That was what they were all
I
about.
was so tired all the time. 'Cause
Yeah.
Too much walking and standing in lines.
It's true. That is true.
You get on 3 rides and you're done.
Yeah. So let us know if you've been there, and Johann would love to hear about your favorites. So that is our show for tonight. For this Tuesday, everybody in Florida, please be safe, and we'll be thinking about you and checking in right after. Hoping our house will be fine for another one. We will see. We will see. It's a scary one. It's a pretty scary one. But thank you all for watching. Take care, everybody. Get some sewing done, and I will see you next time. Bye.